Well, we're back in the kitchen doing another preserving video for you guys, and it's just one simple way that you can extend your harvest when it comes to your onions. Last year was my first ever successful onion harvest.
Big harvest.
I was so proud, and I really thought that we would go through them way faster than we have been. We've definitely used a ton. I have no white onions left, thank goodness, because they definitely didn't store as well for me. They started sprouting.
Sprouted real early.
Yeah. So my red onions, however, have stored. I harvested my onions in like late July, early August maybe. I can't quite remember. I'm going to throw that video in the description or one of the end cards for you guys. But I noticed looking up that my red onions had started just to sprout, and we have so many left. So we're going to preserve those today and make a quick pickled red onion for you.
So there's a little Mexican restaurant in the town where we live. We go there once every couple months, maybe once every 6 months. And the last time we were there, I don't even remember what you ordered, but as a side on the side of the plate as a garnish was pickled red onions. And she tried them and she was like, oh my God, you gotta try this. And I did, and we're like, oh, those are good. So we asked the waitress about them, and she's like, yeah, we make them ourselves here.
Well, I didn't even know what it was. I mean, I knew it was onions, but I didn't know what to call it. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, and she said, yeah, we make them ourselves here. It's an old family recipe that we use. And we're like, okay, when we have a large surplus of red onions, we're going to make some of that. So a little bit earlier, I pulled down one of the bundles of onions that Rachel has had stored above our window here in our kitchen since the fall.
Yep.
And got to chopping. And I don't know how many pounds of onions this was. Maybe
this is one of those huge stainless steel quart bowls, and we literally almost filled it up.
Yeah, maybe like almost 10 pounds of onions.
Yeah.
Got them all chopped. It was quite an arduous process to the point where, well, I had to go down in the basement and get a fan just to try to blow some air around.
Crying. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure like most of the onion, the reason onions make you cry is they give off a gas. The moisture in the onions gives off a gas, and when it reacts with the tears in your eyes, it forms an acid, and that's why your eyes burn. So I went and got a fan. So we had fresh air blowing on us to try to blow that gas away.
By the end of it, though, he said, okay, a mandolin is going on our Amazon shopping cart.
Yeah. I think the peeling part was the long one, it felt like.
Anyway, so we're kind of using a mix of recipes for this. Just what I understand, we watch lots of YouTube videos, and I researched in my ball book. You're going to pack your onions with a generous 1/2-inch headspace, just to let you know. So I do have my pickle packer, and I think we're going to need more jars. And then we're doing a red wine, part red wine, probably 2 parts red wine vinegar, 1 part apple cider vinegar, sugar, a little sugar and salt as the base. And Todd wants his spiced. So he put, what'd you put in yours?
Each of my jars in the bottom has 6 peppercorns, 1 whole clove, 1 whole allspice berry, and a bay leaf in the bottom of each of my jars.
Okay. I don't want mine spiced because they weren't spiced when I had them. They were just sweet, yummy pickled red onions. I'm going to have to go get us more jars. How about that?
We're going to have a lot. Hope we got enough broth.
Well, maybe we should wait and see how far the broth goes.
Okay. We could eat these later if we...
Yeah, we can always freeze.
I was just kidding. We're not going to eat this many.
But to that point, up here in this window behind me is probably another 20 pounds of onions that need to be processed before I lose them. So we're probably, as we get time, going to start taking them down and chopping them and bagging them up and freezing them. So now I know how many onions to grow next time. I don't quite need this many. But, you know, having never grown them successfully, it felt like we went through a lot of onions, didn't it? In our family as we cook.
Oh yeah, we used them a lot. You made
Yeah.
onion soup one day. and-
Yeah. But no, I just mean in general, in our cooking style.
Do we use a
yes,
lot? Oh, yes.
Yeah, we use a lot of onions. But I didn't know how to quantify that, you know, going to the grocery store and everything. So we obviously don't use as many as I grew last year.
So we were able to fit all of the onions into the jars that we had planned except for this small amount. So I took advantage of the hot water Rachel has going for the water bath canner. I've blanched these onions for about 60 seconds. And we just happened to have a jar of Rachel's favorite pickled beets in the fridge. And there's no beets left in there, it's just juice. So these onions we're just gonna toss in here, stick them in the fridge, wait about a week and then eat them.
Okay, the brine is done. The brine's pretty itself. Whoops. But I know that...
Oh my gosh!
What?
Vinegar, clean my nose, wow! It smells like Easter.
Easter.
Yeah. Wow, that was strong.
So a half an inch of headspace, babe.
Half an inch? I'm definitely the beginner here, so.
And we'll have to air bubble them too, like put one of our big picks down in it. Did you already do the beet onions?
No, I'm gonna let them cool before I try to
Handle them.
grab them and shove them in that jar. So does that look good for headspace? Just past this lip. Quit hogging it.
So I'm excited because this week on the menu is some barbecue or grilled pork chops. And I have every intention on eating some of these with it. This is one of my quick, easy, cheat ways of debubbling. I just bounce the jar. Just got done wiping the rims so that we can put the lids on cleanly. So funny story, I went to get the water bath canner water going and my stove wouldn't light. And then I noticed, like, why isn't it lighting? There's water all over the eye. My water bath canner had a hole in the bottom of it. So I gave myself a pat on the back. I used that canner so much I rusted out the bottom. So we're having to use our pressure canner back here. We won't pressure can it, we'll just use it to water bath. Okay, time to load up the canner. Now these are going to water bath can for 10 minutes. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Take these beauties out and see how good they look. Ooh, so pretty. So quick and simple way to extend your harvest is when you think your produce is going bad, your dry goods that you've stored, think about the next thing that you can do with it before it goes bad. And you lose less and have less food waste, and that's always the goal when you are homesteading, is to use up everything that you've grown. So thanks guys for watching, and maybe in the future you'll see us using these in a great recipe.